Transformers. It's one of my top movie franchises other than Batman and Spider-Man, because obviously those franchises are better movies. But that's for a different time. These movies are easily the best part of my childhood. However, I haven't seen them in forever, and since the sixth movie came out, Rise of the Beast, I was like, there's no better time than rewatching all the movies, so let's do that. And also, since I have nothing better to do than watch 6 2.5 hour movies and make a shitty YouTube video about them, I guess I'll do that. And I guess this is that video. Whatever. Now, before we start, I have absolutely no idea what happens in anything other than the movies. So if I say something and you're like, well, actually, it's in episode 45 of the 1980 cartoon, I don't know, because I've never seen that, and my knowledge of these things start and end at the movies and a couple of the games. So, yeah. Another important thing before we start is, I'll be ranking these movies, and I hate whenever people, rank things, and they don't give, criteria of why they're ranking things the way they are. So, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna be ranking them off of entertainment factor, because they are movies, and if one is good but boring, then it's gonna be a lower tier than anything else. So yeah, I don't think any of these movies are the worst thing I've ever seen, but I also was 12. I don't know how old I was when the last one came out. When was it? 2017? Holy shit. 2018 with Bumblebee? Jesus Christ. So I guess I was old enough to realize that they're not good, but I really haven't seen them since the first couple times I've watched them. Obviously, Transformers 1 and 2 I've seen the most because I was a child when those came out. And I have not seen Rise of the Beast yet. This has kind of just gone on to a ramble. This intro is kind of too long, so let's just start the video. Transformers the original, Transformers the first, whatever you want to call it. So I really like this movie. So far, it's the best one, and that's only because I haven't watched the other ones yet. So, but unironically, I think it's a pretty alright movie. I mean, most of the jokes land. There isn't, many things where there was jokes and I didn't laugh. Shia LaBeouf carries the movie. There's a lot of things that Shia LaBeouf does that I don't think were intended to be jokes, but the way he says them and the things he does are funny. So I'm just gonna credit Michael Bay and say that they were supposed to be jokes. Agent Simmons as well, the best part of these fucking movies, hands down. I mean, you have the robots that look pretty good for 2007, and they hold up. There isn't a moment in the movies where I was like, oh my god, they don't look real, but they do look real. The explosions are good. As of Michael Bay, that's all he does is explosions in the military, so those things are good. The shots are well shot, I guess. There wasn't anything where I was like, wow, that's really bad. And there was a couple of scenes where I was like, wow, that's really good. There wasn't really weird things, Michael Bay weird things in this movie. I guess the stuff with Megan Fox is kind of odd. Speaking how they're supposed to be teenagers. And there's a lot of shots of Megan Fox being weird. They're driving a white Void for some reason sometimes. I don't know why that happens, but it happens a lot in these movies, which is weird, I guess. But I still like this movie. There's not a lot of stupid that happens in the story. Since I have nothing else to talk about other than the story, let's just talk about that. So now I guess let's talk about the story as I've just said. So there's this like cube thing that makes the Transformers or like powers them or something. I don't really know, but it crashes into Earth. So Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons, the bad guy, but oh no, he also crashes into Earth and gets frozen. Oops. So guess who finds him? Yes, Sam's great grandfather, something like that. Shia LaBeouf's great grandfather, and he takes a tumble into the ice because they're in fucking Antarctica or some shit. I don't really know. So he tumbles into the ice. He finds Megatron, and then he does something, and now he's blind, and there's alien symbols on his glasses. So flash forward to the present where Sam is trying to get some money to buy a car. So he's trying to sell some shit on eBay. And also in his fucking history class or something. I don't know. So Sam's dad's like, let's go get a car. And he's picking out some cars. And then, this car really seems to be like, hey, adopt me. Adopt me? What the fuck? Buy me. So, this car also breaks the shit out of all of the windows, so he has to buy that one. This is Bumblebee, an Autobot Transformer guy who is here to protect Sam because the Autobots need his glasses to find the cube or something like that. So, Bumblebee calls his friends. They meet Sam, and this happens to be the coolest scene I've ever seen to introduce any character. So this is Optimus Prime and the Autobots. Let's just quickly go through them all because there'll be more, and they won't be named. So this is Optimus, Ratchet, Ironhide, Jazz, and of course Bumblebee, the best one. The best two are Optimus and Bumblebee. Those are the coolest. Everyone else kind of is not important, so they don't really matter. So Optimus gives Sam and Michaela, Megan Fox, a like little projector slideshow thing about what happened to Cybertron, their planet, and why they're looking for the glasses. So Sam takes them back to his house where they try to find the glasses, but oh no, the bad government men are here, just like in all movies. So this is Sector 7, led by Agent Simmons, the second best character in the movies. So they like arrest them or something, and the Autobots try to break Sam out of these guys' hold, but oh no, Bumblebee gets captured, and they take him to the Hoover Dam. So now the movie rewrites history, as most of them do. So the Hoover Dam wasn't built to like be a dam. It was built to protect robot shit. It was built to protect secret robot alien bullshit like Megatron. And the cube is also here, and it just so happens to be the same facility where they take Bumblebee. So that's kind of convenient. So Megatron gets unfrozen somehow, something fucks up to the systems, the Decepticons attack, Bumblebee gets the cube, which for some reason transforms into a smaller version of the cube, and basically the last 20 minutes are basically a big cool fight scene. So things explode, Jazz gets killed, Sam kills Megatron with the cube, the Americans cover it up, and they dump him into the ocean for some reason, and the movie ends. So that's Transformers 1. A pretty good movie. It has some flaws, has some dumb, has some good. I'd like to put this in A tier. There's nothing really to complain about. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's put it in S tier because I don't think any of these movies are going to get any better, and this movie is just God tier. So, and it's my ranking. Pretty entertaining, so let's put it in this. And let's continue. Transformers 2. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Is it better than the first one? Absolutely fucking not. I do not think so. People, like, really, really don't like this movie. And, like, I kind of see some points, and I kind of don't see other points. But I thought it's whatever. I mean, it's bigger than the first. There's more Transformers. There's bigger Transformers. There's Transformers that are added that we don't know the names of, or don't speak, or are in the movie for 4 seconds. So I guess there's more. They don't really notice them. The jokes aren't really as funny as this first one. There's kind of like the same style of humor, but it just doesn't land as much as the first one. Shia LaBeouf still funny, Agent Simmons still funny. I don't know that guy's name, but shout out to that guy. Probably should have done more research for this video, but whatever. It's mostly the same cast. There's still some odd Megan Fox shots in this movie, which I kind of understand why she didn't want to do any more of the movies, because it's really weird. The jokes, I've already said that. The explosions are good again. The shots are okay again. Everything is technically pretty good. The CGI still looks good. It's just the story is really, really dumb. So that's pretty much it from this part of the video. So let's just switch over to the voiceover and just talk about the story. So this movie's story is really stupid. So remember in the first movie, whenever Optimus was like, yeah, the first Transformer there was Megatron? Well, fucking just kidding, because there's actually more Transformers back in, like, the Stone Age? The Fallen, pretty bad guy, the original bad guy, the bad guy before the bad guy is there, and we don't get any backstory on him just yet. We have to wait until later. So the movie opens up, really, with a cool action scene. This one's pretty cool. Optimus being cool. He fights this big guy, and he's like, the Fallen. Hey, the Fallen is coming back. And you might ask, who's that? Well, the movie doesn't want to explain yet. So, yeah. So now Sam is leaving for college, and he has to tell Bumblebee, hey, man, you can't come because I'm a freshman, and freshmen can't drive? Which, I don't know. Is that a thing? Because, I get, freshmen would have to live on campus for most schools, but, what if you have to go somewhere that's not on campus? Do you just walk? Fuck it, who cares? So Bumblebee gets sad. Megan Fox, Michaela, is, gonna break up with him, but just kidding. She gets into this dress, which is, again, another weird Michael Bay shot. Why the fuck is this happening? This happens, again, I forget things all the time, but this happens literally seconds after Sam finds a piece of a cube in his jacket, and his house basically gets blown up. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, more cool robot shit. So the new bad government guy tells Optimus shit he already knows, just because they didn't have any other way to explain that to the audience. So he's like, hey, you know how this is. So he says there's another piece of the cube, and the Decepticons hear it just in this fucking moment. Soundwave, another cool guy looking fellow, hacks into this satellite and can just hear everything now. Just conveniently, as this bad military man is saying this, information that the Decepticons are looking for. So, you know what they do? They go and steal it. But before that happens, Sam meets his odd college roommate, who just so happens to be a conspiracy theorist about the giant robots. Sam, being the awkward fellow that he is, tries to get around it and says there is no awkward robots. What? Sam, the awkward weirdo that he is, tries to get around it by convincing them that there is no robots, and that they're all just stupid. after Dwight shoots lecture, Sam starts making weird faces. And this is easily the funniest shit in the movie. So Sam makes some weird faces, explains some science shit or something, I don't know. And Sam's roommate is like, hey, let's go to a party. And at this moment, Sam is supposed to be video chatting Michaela. And then Sam meets this weird girl who wants to fuck him. That's weird. But who cares? Now Michaela is getting attacked by another robot Decepticon thing who kind of sounds like SpongeBob. After this, Michaela is like, hey, let's take this to Sam because maybe he'll know. I don't know. Meanwhile, while this is all happening, the Decepticons revive Megatron by killing someone at the bottom of the ocean and then rebuilding him. So, Megatron's first redesign, and this one looks kind of cool, but who cares? Michaela's here, and oh my god, there's a girl on top of Sam. Oh no, drama. But turns out this isn't a girl. This is a robot Decepticon girl. Which, how does that work? When they were kissing, did Sam taste metal? Or, who gives a shit? Don't think about that. Look over here. More action. So Megatron finds Sam, and he wants the symbols in his head because that's a map to like the Fallen or whatever. And so they need to extract Sam's brain. But oh no, here's Optimus and Bumblebee and everyone exactly at the time they need them. Well, thank God that happened. So another cool fight scene with Optimus. He literally kicks the shit out of Megatron and everybody. And yeah. He kicks the shit out of everyone. He turns around. And then, oh no, he dies. Oh no. And then you realize we're only an hour in to the movie. The movie isn't even halfway done. There's still an hour and a half left in the movie. And if you thought that like I was explaining like, you know, skipping around bits and pieces there, no. That is the entire basically the entire first half of the movie. And you know, I tried to like sum it up. I tried to sum it up a little bit, but like most of that shit, nothing really happens, and it's kind of like not important, but it's kind of not important. This is a little rant I have. This movie is stupid and long and dumb. Why does this happen? So Optimus is dead. I'm just gonna hurry this up a little bit. Optimus is dead. Agent Simmons is back. They try to find Agent Simmons. They're like, hey, Agent Simmons is like, there's these like old Transformers, and he says the Fallen has a machine to kill the sun. So they go, they find, they go to the Aaron Smith's. They go in the Air and Space Museum. They find this, like, old Decepticon guy. And he's just like, I'm an Autobot now. Which I guess you can just do. Like, you can just change your mind. Whatever. Who cares? So he's like, yeah, the Fallen is a bad guy. Which we already knew. So, shout out to him. He gives us Fallen backstory. But who gives a shit? The other Autobot robot guys, I don't even know what you call them. They're like, hey, this guy's bad. Let's kill him. And then make a tomb out of our bodies? Like, this is the only thing that can happen? Where has the Fallen been for all these years? Did they kill him? I guess they killed him, but why is he back now? I don't know. Who cares? Maybe it's somewhere in the movie, but I don't give a shit because it's so boring. So, they literally get teleported to Egypt. Literally out of the fucking blue. They were like, we have to be in Egypt. I don't know how we get there. Let's just teleport there. Even though They have planes and shit that they have robots that turn into planes. Why couldn't they just get in one and just... Who cares? They teleport to Egypt. And the last 45 minutes, again, is a fight. Sam finds the thing that they need. It, like, disintegrates. Sam dies. He comes back to life. He revives Optimus. Optimus beats the shit out of Fallen and Megatron again. And the movie ends. Jesus, what a dumb story. And also very long. This movie felt like it was 4 hours long. But it's only 6 minutes longer than the first. C tier. Let's just continue. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Here we go again. It's the exact same movie, pretty much, as the other two. It's very long, very dumb, and very unfunny. Shia LaBeouf, again, still funny. Agent Simmons, still funny. There's these things that happen where it's like they're supposed to happen. Shia LaBeouf is supposed to be funny. The guy who plays Agent Simmons is supposed to be funny. The action is still good. The CGI is good, but it's like very, very stupid. Like unreasonably dumb. Sometimes the robots just bleed when they get shot. I don't know why that happens. Maybe it's explained somewhere in this fucking clusterfuck of a movie, but I didn't catch it because also by the end I was bored, just like in the other two. The last like 45 to an hour is just a big fight scene. And by this time, it's the third movie. It's the third time we've done this. This time it's really stupid of what's taking place and what's happening that I was just kind of bored. And I was like, well, fuck, here we go again. A half hour left and we're still fighting. The characters' actions don't make any sense at all. The twists are stupid. It's just so dumb. People seem to like I didn't like. So I like went on like a tier list website, whatever, and saw other people's tier list, and they had this movie like higher than the other ones coming up. And I was like, how do they have that this is better than the second one? Yeah, the second one was very long and very stupid as well, but this one is even stupider, which we'll talk about in the voiceover bits. That's pretty much the review of this movie, is that it's very, very dumb and very boring. So let's just talk about how dumb it is, and let's just talk about the story now. So remember in the second one, whenever like they retconned more Transformers shit. Well, they retconned even more Transformers shit. So back on Cybertron, whenever the war is like gonna end and the Autobots are gonna lose, they have this ship and they take off and it crashes into the moon. So the space race was actually not a race to the moon, but in fact a race to find the Transformers that landed on the moon. Who cares about that now? We have other important shit to do, like Sam and Michaela. Wait a minute, who is this? Who is she? Well, I guess who cares, because Megan Fox didn't want to do any other movies. So this is Sam's new girlfriend now, I guess. Sam is looking for a job. And yes, this is in fact happening in a movie where giant robots fight each other. So let's skip that from now. He gets a job for John Malkovich, and Kim Jong is there, who's important later, I guess. Optimus is on a mission with the humans, and they find some machine. But oh no! First, a fight scene. It's pretty cool. We meet this guy. I forget his name, but he's pretty cool. Optimus is now mad because the government didn't tell him about the ship that landed on the moon from the beginning. So the new bad government lady tells Optimus and the Autobots, and him and his friends go there to get the guy on the moon with these fucking pillars. Meanwhile, the Decepticons are killing people involved with the moon landing, but who cares about that? There's a new Autobot guy, Sentinel Prime. Editor's notes: whenever I was writing the script, my computer auto-corrected it to Denial Prime, so that's kind of funny, I guess. So he has these pillars that could win the war for the Autobots somehow, but who cares? More fight scenes. So the government people kick Sam out of the thing, so him and Simmons find out why the Decepticons want Sentinel Prime. So Megatron wanted them to find out all about the moon stuff so they can find Sentinel Prime, because he wants all of the pillars. And you may ask, why did they want the pillars? Well, it is very dumb, which I will explain later. So, oh no, Sentinel Prime is now a bad guy. Oh no, how could this happen? How could we do this? It's not like the twist was set up really poorly. Fuck it. Fight scenes. Go, go, go. First off, this scene is very stupid, because Sam, whenever they get Sentinel and they're like, hey, let's go, we gotta get Sentinel safe, he's like, Optimus is 10 minutes behind. So they go in this fight scene. Ironhide and Sideways, whatever his name is, Sideswipe, I don't know, they have their little like fight. Bumblebee has his fight on the highway. And then Sentinel, it turns out Sentinel is bad guy and kills Ironhide. So where is Optimus? Sam said he's 10 minutes away. Did he get stuck in traffic? Like, where is he? I don't... Like, they stop and they fight for a good 5-6 minutes, in movie time at least. So where is he? Well, you may ask that, and I believe that Michael Bay and the writers had no better reason to not have Optimus here, so they're just like, yeah, he's 10 minutes away, which is done very, very poorly. So Optimus is sad now, and remember when I said I'd explain why the pillars are needed, and this is now. So Sentinel and Megatron want to use the pillars to teleport Cybertron to the Earth's atmosphere. And as I'm watching this, and I wonder to myself, wouldn't that kill everyone? Like, I'm no astrophysicist or whatever, but if a planet teleported to another planet's atmosphere, wouldn't that be, like, really, really bad? Who cares? So, Patrick Dempsey is here, which I have not mentioned before. He's working with he's working with the Decepticons. Oh no. So the Decepticons use the pillars. They teleport guys that were just buried on the moon for some reason. Hundreds of guys that are just buried on the moon. First off, how did this happen? When did this happen? What is happening? Why is this happening? Who cares? Action! So, we find out that Patrick Dempsey is working with the Decepticons. He captures Sam's girlfriend. Her name still is not important. And he puts a watch on Sam, which is one of the Decepticons, and they want to figure out what the Autobots' plan is, because the Decepticons are like, hey, if you get rid of all the Autobots and you shoot them up in space or something, we won't kill everyone. And the government says, okay. I have several questions now. Why would you trust the Decepticons? They have tried to kill everyone 3 times. This is the 3rd time where they've tried to kill everyone. Why would you trust them? That doesn't make any sense. Sentinel Prime just turned on you, so why would you trust anything that they say? That doesn't make a lick of sense. And second off, so if you even remotely believe that the Decepticons are trustworthy, and someone has to be like, well, what if they're not? What if they will kill us anyway? Why would you send the only thing that can defend you or remotely even try to stop them into space in a rocket? What? I get, this is the only reason they do this is so they can have them fake die. So Starscreams can come over and blow them up. But that doesn't make any sense. You couldn't tell me there's no better way to do that than being dumb? I don't understand. This is very stupid. Sentinel's plan is dumb. The government is dumb. Why is everyone dumb? Oh no, there's an hour and a half left. Let's just fight everyone. Yes, it is a cool reveal whenever they come back. My 10-year-old brain was like, holy shit, they're dead. Like, how are they going to stop it? How are they going to win this time? But now, I'm sitting there and I'm like, why does this happen? This is so stupid. Oh my god. So, the Autobots come back, and they win. They fight Megatron and Sentinel. Optimus literally kills them both with one fucking hand. He gets his other arm chopped off, and then he kills them both with just one hand. Why are the Decepticons even a threat? I don't know. So, Optimus kills Sentinel and Megatron, and the movie ends for the 3rd time. It's over, and we're done. But first, I want to talk about Megatron. I haven't really brought it up in these reviews and the story bits, but Megatron is kind of a bitch. Especially in this movie. You know, in the first movie, he's frozen for 2 hours, and he comes back, and then dies. 20 minutes in. And then in the second one, he gets revived. He only kills Optimus after getting his ass kicked because Optimus turns around. Optimus kicks the shit out of 6 Decepticons, but Megatron only kills him because he's not looking. And then, but oh no, you can't let Megatron be the ruler of the bad guys because there's a new bad guy that Decepticon follows. But no, there's a new guy that Megatron follows. So he's not the leader. He's just second. And then the third movie comes around. He doesn't die in the second one, so they don't need to revive him. He's there. He's kind of orchestrating things in the background, I guess. Some dumb things. He gets Sentinel back. But then, again, he works for Sentinel. So, again, he's not allowed to be the leader and the main bad guy. And then he dies. He loses to Optimus with one hand. So Megatron is a bitch who doesn't do anything. So why is he a threat? Why are the Decepticons a threat? They lose to 7 guys. They have hundreds of guys and they lose to 7 of them. They only kill 1 Autobot. And that's someone who doesn't have a name. So, yeah, that's kind of dumb. The twists are dumb, the plan is dumb, everything is dumb, everyone is stupid, but it's kind of funny to laugh at. So, C tier. So, I bet you're looking at the time of this video and you're like, wow, we've just talked about 3 movies, and this video is already very long. I know. So I decided to break them up into 2 parts. Because this video would take me forever, because I would actually die if I had to watch all of these movies back to back to back. And then talk about them back to back to back. So we're just going to do part 2. We're going to do the last couple movies. And I wasn't originally going to throw in Bumblebee, but fuck it. Let's just talk about Bumblebee. So yeah, I'm excited, kind of. It kind of seems like my voice doesn't really sound excited about it, but I kind of am, because the last hour and a half of Dark of the Moon was very stupid and very fun to make fun of. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and comment. I mean, I guess that's things YouTubers say. I totally forget to say that at the end of every video. So if you like this video and subscribed, I don't know, you'll have like 12 years of good luck. So I guess if you want good luck, just subscribe. And that's all I have to say. So, goodbye.